Good morning, aviators. Or if you're watching this in the afternoon, good afternoon. It actually reminds me of The Office when Dwight was saying, do I really have to say good morning every time I see you? I see you every day. Can't I just say good month? Anyway, good month, aviators. If you're not aware of who I am, my name is Monty. I'm a flight instructor. I have an instrument rating, but I've never flown the L-39 Albatross, and I'm not rated to fly jets. So I figured it's a crummy day at the field. Why not fly an airplane I am not rated for and go do some instrument approach procedures in Flight Simulator? Anyway, here's a little background knowledge on the L-39. The Aero L-39 Albatross, from Wikipedia by the way, is a high-performance jet trainer designed and produced by Aero Vodochovy in the Czech Republic. In addition to performing basic and advanced pilot training, it has also flown combat missions in a light attack role. Despite its manufacturing origin in the Warsaw Pact, the L-39 never received a NATO reporting name. The general characteristics of the L-39 Albatross is that it has a crew of 2, a length of 12.13 meters, a wingspan of 9.46 meters, a height of 4.77 meters, and a wing area of 18.8 meters squared. It is an empty weight of 3,455 kilograms, or 7,600 pounds or so, a max takeoff weight of 4,700 kilograms, or 10,362 pounds for our freedom units, a Ivchenko AL. It has an Ivchenko AI-25TL turbofan engine, and it has a maximum speed of 400 knots at 16,000 feet. It has a range of about 590 nautical miles and about 2 hours and 30 minutes of internal fuel, a surface ceiling of about 36,000 feet, and a rate of climb of 4,100 feet per minute. Now, before a real flight, we would do our pre-flight procedures, including obtaining our 91.103 items. That means notices to air missions, weather, known delays, runways, alternates, fuel calculations, takeoff and landing distance calculations. We'll do an abbreviated version of this today. This morning, or afternoon, or month, I'm flying the Arlington 2 departure out to Painfield, and I'm going to try to shoot the ILS for runway 16 right. Again, never flown this airplane before. Flying instrument procedures in an airplane I'm not rated for. I run through the pre-engine start checklist built into the simulator and follow the procedures for starting the engine. I try to practice good habits, such as pulling up the airport diagram, briefing procedures, and practicing my radio calls. As we get to the runway, I'll do my pre-takeoff checklist. I notice that this is very different from the 172. Obviously, it's a much more robust aircraft. But there are some components that we would check in the 172, like pulling the carb heat, etc. Once we're ready to depart, I'll make a call to Arlington traffic and announce that I'm departing runway 16, and I do my lights, camera, action like I normally would.
Okay, needles alive, airspeed alive. Okay, pod's ready to climb. We're at 138 knots. Gear coming up, flaps coming up. Full tune to approach, 1256.
Approach Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot Mike is at 600 feet, climbing 2,000 feet.
Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot Mike, approach altimeter 29.92 radar contact, continue. Alpha Foxtrot Mike, climb and maintain 3,000 feet.
I maintain 3,000.
Climb and maintain 3,000 feet Alpha Foxtrot Mike.
So yeah, this airplane is a lot faster and a lot peppier than my 172, and I try to keep my altitude under control, but I definitely blew past it. By the time I'm established on the departure procedure, I'm pretty much in line to intercept the localizer for runway 16 right. This is why it's important to get checked out on the aircraft you're flying. It's not a good idea to just hop into an airplane you've never flown before and think you're good to go. The right way would be to get a flight instructor out here to teach me the proper procedures for this aircraft so I don't do something stupid like flying to IMC and get myself killed. Speaking of which, I don't even know what the stall speeds for this aircraft are. When you're learning a new airplane or even checking out a different variant of the aircraft you're used to flying, it's a good idea to run through the standard private pilot level maneuvers such as slow flight, power on, power off stalls, steep turns, etc. before you even attempt to land. It's a good idea to get a feel for the aircraft so you know what the plane's going to do in different flight regimes. Also, probably one of the worst things to do is to try to fly a new airplane in instrument conditions. That might be the worst thing to do. Actually, the first time I flew this L-39, I did an instrument approach, and it was in a different variant of the L-39, which had like ancient avionics, and everything was in Russian, so I didn't even know what I was looking at, and ended up stalling. It was pretty embarrassing. Okay, so we are way behind the aircraft, and probably going to get ourselves killed. But let's brief the approach plate. This is something you want to have done before you take off, or at the very least before you're on the approach course, so you know what you're going to do. Okay, we're on short final, established on the localizer, using the glide slope to get us down, and for some reason the weather I programmed into the simulator didn't actually take, so we're flying visual. It's not the end of the world, probably better to do this visually than an actual IMC on the first attempt anyway. And remember, we're not trying to land, it's just slow flight over the runway. Keep flying the plane all the way to the horizon. Once we're safely on the ground, we'll taxi off, clean the plane up, and contact ground to get permission to taxi to the parking area. Okay, this was kind of a goofy way to run this flight. I hope it was interesting for you guys to watch. Let me know what you think of this little dude. Little backstory, my family went to Cougar Mountain Zoo the other day, and we met this adorable macaw. I felt instantly connected to him as a little aviator, so I modeled this avatar on that macaw that we saw at Cougar Mountain Zoo. While we were there, by the way, we also got to see 3 baby lions. They are adorable, and I want to take them home. But they would probably grow up to eat my cats, and eventually eat my dogs as well, so that would not be good. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Check out my links down in the comments. Alright, drive safe, text me when you get there. See ya!